Hey friends, happy Wednesday and welcome back to another week of What's for Dinner. I know my schedule is like all kinds of messed up from the move. So today I'm uploading What's for Dinner. Typically these go up on Monday. Maybe next week we'll be back on schedule. But I wanted to get this out for you guys. And then I have another grocery haul that I still need to edit and another moving vlog. And then hopefully we will all be caught up and back on schedule. I've got a couple meals to share with you today, some quick and easy things that we ate, one new recipe that we tried, and even us eating out and trying some frozen pizzas that were new to us from this area. So let's go ahead and get into this week's What's for Dinner. All right, we're taking it all the way back to Friday, June 6th. We went to Rudy's, which is like a drive-in root beer place. It used to be A&W. Rudy, the family had A&W restaurants and then I guess dropped the franchise at some point. But they make fresh root beer and they have really good onion rings, and the kids had burgers. The rest of us weren't really hungry for dinner, but the kids had burgers and onion rings, and then we all had root beer floats. Lily had an ice cream cone because she wasn't sure about the root beer float. She did try it and liked it, so she'll get that next time probably. But yeah, really good onion rings, really good root beer floats. Definitely recommend. We went here with my brother for one of his last nights here. Saturday night we had spaghetti, of course, family favorite. I made some little salads with some spinach and some leftover lettuce from a salad I actually ordered from a pizza place on one of our first nights here. It was the first night here, yeah. Lily, of course, had some sliced tomato and carrots because she doesn't like salad. And then we had a little bit of garlic bread with some bread that we had left over. It was a quick and easy meal for a night when we had been busy unpacking the house. I didn't get any video of our meal from Sunday. We all just ate leftovers of whatever was in the fridge. I think there was some spaghetti, there was some red beans and rice. I don't remember what all everybody ate, but I know we cleaned out the leftovers that we had from the past couple of days. And then Monday I made BBQ pulled pork sandwiches. I picked up a really big pork butt at Sam's Club and I've got it here in a bowl, and I rubbed it all over with some mustard and then a little pork rub that I mixed up. I will try to leave the recipe for that down below. It's like brown sugar and some spices. And then once I got that rubbed all over the meat, I put it in my crock pot, and then I added in a little bit of apple cider vinegar and then some barbecue sauce to the top. I'm using the gold one from Aldi. We really like that one. And then I put this in the crock pot on high for a couple hours and then low for some hours too. In total, this cooked for like 10 to 12 hours until it was really like fall apart tender. And then I went in with some tongs and pulled out the fat, and like there's a big bone in here. I pulled that out too. And then I ended up taking all of the meat out, straining off most of the liquid, and kind of chopping this up a little bit more. And I had it in a casserole dish for a couple days, and we just picked on it, ate it for leftovers for lunch. And then I ended up freezing a bunch of this so that we can have it for leftovers at a later date. We can make some more pulled pork sandwiches, or like, barbecue pulled pork pizza. That's a favorite around here. I got 3 quart-size bags full of pork. I think each of them weighed like 12 ounces each, 13 ounces each. So I have a lot of leftovers. But to go with our sandwiches, we had some corn on the cob, a can of baked beans, and then we've got these Famous Dave's double spit pickles. They're very, very spicy, way hotter than the barbecue sauce. We had some of that double spit barbecue sauce too for me and Andy. It's very peppery and we really like it. Tuesday night, we tried a new recipe for an easy skillet salmon lemon orzo little dish, and I'm starting off here with some pieces of salmon, and I am seasoning them all over with some black pepper, paprika, garlic, and salt. And I'm going to do that to both sides. I did skin these myself because I wanted skinless salmon, but I didn't feel like paying the price for that, so I just did it myself, and it was pretty easy. And then in a skillet, I am heating up a little bit of oil and butter. And once that's hot, I'm going to add in my salmon and sear it on each side for about 4 minutes. Once the salmon was done, I removed them from the pan and set them aside. And then I turned the heat down just a little bit to more like a medium low. I had them on like a medium high to sear the salmon. And then I'm going to toss in some onion and garlic and let that cook for just a couple minutes until they started to get soft and you could really smell the fragrance of the garlic. And then I'm going to add in some Orzo and let that toast for a minute or two. And then I'm going to add in some chicken broth and let that come to a boil. Once it came to a boil, I lowered the heat a little bit and let it simmer, stirring it every now and then so that the pasta doesn't stick to the bottom. And I let this cook uncovered for about 8 minutes until the Orzo was pretty much done. Most of the broth is gone. And then we're going to add in some spinach and let that wilt down for a couple minutes. Just keep stirring. And then we added in some lemon juice and grated Parmesan cheese. And then we're going to add back in our salmon. And I tasted the Orzo to see if I needed to add any more salt and pepper. I think I ended up adding some more pepper. I didn't really need salt because the chicken broth that I use is made with the Knorr chicken bouillon, which is pretty salty on its own. And then you can also add in some chili flakes if you want to. And I just let this sit on low heat for 2 to 3 minutes to warm that salmon back up. And that's it. This was really good. Everybody loved it. We actually wish there was more of it. So I think next time I might even double the recipe. Lily always tells me that she hates Orzo, which I don't understand because it's just teeny tiny pasta and she loves pasta. But she loved this and was disappointed that there wasn't any leftovers for everybody. Wednesday night we had tacos and some hard shells, ground beef. We got lettuce, cheese, tomato, some pico, sour cream, Taco Bell sauce, and then we had some black beans on the side that I seasoned with some adobo seasoning, and then some salsa and chips as well. And I think we're eating our new favorite chips. They're like cantina style, I think, from Walmart, and they're thin and crispy and really good. Okay, for the last meal for this week, we had some frozen pizzas. We went to Woodman's and picked up these Drafthaus by Peps, I think was the brand, frozen pizzas. One has like double pepperoni and like all kinds of cheese, and then the other one is like all the meats, and both were really good for frozen pizzas. This was mine and Annie's anniversary. I had planned to make Mississippi chicken in the crock pot, but this morning we didn't feel like prepping that day, so we were like, let's just go pick something up at the grocery store, have a super simple dinner. And then I made some salad to go on the side with the pizza, and that is it. And now it's time for our weekly member shout outs. We have made it up to 19 members. If you want to be the 20th member, you can hit the join button down below. And if you don't see it, you might be on an Apple device. You have to go to your browser to see it or go on a computer to see it. You can become a channel member and choose to support me in an additional way. You give me like $1.99 per month. I get a portion of that. YouTube, of course, gets a portion of that. But you also get some perks like some special emojis that I make myself that you can use in the comments down below. You also get these weekly member shout outs, some special like behind the scene posts, special member polls. I'm probably forgetting something, but before you join, you can see all the perks down below. But thank you to those of you that have chosen to become channel members. It really means a lot to me, and you guys make me so happy and make it so that I can keep doing this. I hope y'all have a great week. That is going to be it for this week's What's for Dinner. As I said at the beginning, I'm working on getting everything back on track, getting all of my videos edited. It's a lot. It's been a lot over here. In addition to unpacking everything, our dryer went out, and I've been trying to fix it because you guys know I'm pretty handy and I like to fix things, but it just has not come through and it is still broken. So hopefully today we are going to pick up a used dryer off Facebook Marketplace and I can finally do some laundry because we're all running out of clean like underwear. Like, we're on the last thing. I'm about to have to go to a laundromat if this doesn't end up working out. But besides that, we're good. Just very busy getting everything set up. So I'm going to try to get things caught up here on YouTube so that it seems more normal around here. But I hope you'll have a great week, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.